Hello, Cancer, and welcome. I'm Adriana. I'm a soul guidance coach. I help you choose growth and the healing of your inner roots. I have an intuitive message for you today. We will look at a lot of different things, but let's just get started. All right, card for where you are. We've got the Hierophant. Energy that is a strength for you this week, the Hanged One, Hanged Man. And energy that pulls against you, holds you back, Nine of Wands, conflict. Okay. All right, I want to start with the strength because we've got two messages coming out with the Hanged Man here. One is that it's asking you to have a more playful attitude towards what's going on, surrendering to what's going on with a more playful attitude, as in like, oh no, you know? That wasn't as expressive as I wanted it to be. So sometimes when we are asked to surrender, it's kind of like, I have to give up, or I'm not really liking this, but I can't do anything about it, so I'm just going to surrender to it. The Hanged Man asks you to play with this energy, saying, okay, well, yeah, I can't really do anything about this right now, but it might be fun to just give up control and see what happens. Or it might be that something else is going to come out the minute I give up. It's asking for a lighter energy. It's asking for more of a smile, more of a play, that whatever you're going through is a game, which, of course, if you're going through something heavy, seems like, yeah, I can't see that as a game. But the other message is the Hanged One is about a shift in perspective, and often shifting in perspective causes a lightening up. All right, when you look at something differently, it's maybe not as heavy. The Hierophant is that more heavy traditional energy that looks at spiritual gateways, but is more tied to the experience of spirituality through a system. So Cancer, you may be looking at spirituality or looking for answers in places that are preset. Okay? So a silly example of this would be, I'm not even going to use that example. I don't like that example. So I'm going to just keep talking. It's the strategy for everything, right? So the idea in these two cards is that your own path is different because your own path follows intuition, and intuition is much higher than any system that is in place. Okay? Mathematicians and scientists discover new things actually following their intuition, the best ones, the good ones. Not by doing what everyone else does, not by reiterating what everyone else has done before. Innovation happens through intuition. And you are maybe not sure of where to go, and so you're asking questions from people that have already been there, but they haven't been there in your own shoes. And the Hanged Man is asking you to surrender to your own creative, intuitive process. There's water here, so we've got the intuition, the flow of intuition, creativity, the number 3, 12 condenses to 3. Let's look at the hidden spirituality back there, the purple behind this, crown chakra. Don't have any crown chakra stuff here, right? We have something that looks like a spiritual truth. It's even the throat chakra blue, but it's not connected to the individual intuition and instinct of you. So where you're looking for answers in the external, your guides are saying, come on, go in, let go of that stuff, go in, change your perspective in a way that allows you to see much more clearly. Now, the conflict could be external conflicts with others that are just not necessary, or they're overblown. But I'm also feeling like it's a conflict with yourself, because your intuition and your instincts may be telling you to go one way, and your mind and your fear that says, but no, this answer in this book says I should go this way, or you know what I'm saying, that's just an example. It's a conflict with yourself, between the intellect and between the intuition. And one thing that we have completely backwards in the Western civilization is that intellect is held as the highest. We we worship intellect, right? If it's rational, if it makes sense, then yes, we are going to believe it. We revere institutions of higher learning. We revere degrees. We revere knowledge. And there's nothing wrong with that. But on the spiritual journey, that is a means. The intellect is a means. It is not the end. The intellect is here, but the intuition is above it. And the intellect gets us out of our conditioning and out of our responding to triggers, but it needs to let go at a certain point to let the intuition come out. Because intuition in itself means untaught. In, without, as in invalid, or that wasn't a great example, but the in prefix means not. And tuition would be to teach, right? Without teaching, without being taught. It comes from a different place other than the intellect. It ties together information in a different way than the intellect does. So this is about letting go, because Cancer, intuition is your superpower. This is one of your natural gifts. And when you allow that to run your life, you are running in accordance with your soul purpose. Soul, S-O-U-L, not soul as in S-O-L-E, but actually, that is kind of our soul purpose down here, S-O-L-E. Our only reason here is to follow our intuition, because that makes the individual unique experience of Source through us even more unique and individual. Source isn't learning things if we're repeating the same system over and over. It takes in the information, but it learns things when we follow new paths, when we follow where we're supposed to go. And that adds to the collective knowledge, the collective evolution. So that's kind of getting off, but let me get on, get a new message here, an extended message. 9 of Swords, 2 of Wands here, success but anguish. Okay, this is a fear that you can only get yourself so far. That's why you're reaching out for these other sources outside of you rather than listening inside. Okay, there's a difference between knowing the answer inside and the universe showing you synchronicity. So when you figured out, okay, I've got this knowing, I've got this answer, and then suddenly the universe sends you all of this other information to prove that it was, yeah, it's right, I'm validating you. That's different than saying, I don't have this answer, I've got to go looking for it outside of me. That's very different. But what's causing you to do that is just being afraid that you can't get there on your own, that you can't find the answers on your own. And Cancer, yes, you can. All right. Your guides are sending such a clear message through me to tell you to trust that you've got all the information you need. You have everything right there. Okay. One more card for you. Ha! Look at that. High Priestess. Most intuitive card in the deck, most powerful intuition in the deck, okay? Stronger than the Queen of Cups. So, oh, I love these readings. Okay, there's your second, third, fourth, fifth validation. You have everything you need inside you. You have the answer. You can do this. As if you ask and you have enough patience, you can do it. All right, and you are being asked to do it. This card is asking you to listen to the silence, listen to your stillness, listen to the knowing that comes up from that special place. All right. I'm also getting that my guides are saying don't run and don't hide from it. There's a truth there that you're aware of, but part of that searching out is hoping the truth can be different, but don't run from it. All right, the best truth is right there waiting for you. Okay, Cancer, thank you so much for sharing that with me. If you are interested to learn how I can help you deepen your spiritual journey, deepen your connection to intuition, your trust, and your development of your intuitive gifts, please check out my website, soulguidancewithadriana.com. My purpose is always to empower you on your path. Sometimes it's easier to see what is holding you back through a different perspective. So if that's interesting to you, please check it out. You can also look at the description below. There's information there. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a good one.